All right, guys, welcome back. Guys, we got an Oklahoma Joe barrel cooker, and I've been neglecting this for 2 years, right? Or maybe a year and a half since we got our Traeger. And guys, I live next to a park, so we're gonna have park noise. That's just the way it is. But guys, I'm gonna get this cover off of here and see what we got, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here's our barrel cooker. It's got a lot of cobwebs and stuff on it because we haven't been using it. I'm just curious to see. I'm looking at it with you for the first time. Oh boy, look at that. I got some cleaning to do, guys, so we'll be back once I get everything all cleaned up. All right, guys, so we got rid of all the cobwebs and everything. So just want to give you guys a inside view. So inside here we have our charcoal basket. Right? And then we have leftover charcoals. I'm going to reuse these, right? And then you also have your, I guess, ash bucket, right? That goes under the charcoal basket. And then on the inside here, I don't know if you guys can see it. See the hole here? This is where the pipe is. That pipe is right here that we open up to let air in. Right, and that runs down the side and then into the bottom here. So guys, that's it. It's a basic barrel cooker. Now, the good thing and the bad thing about this is your charcoals are right here and your meat is going to be like right about here. So you're not far away from the heat. So this is a whole different type of cooking, right? So we got our Weber grill, right? We got our gas grill, we got our pellet grill. Now we got this barrel smoker. This is going to give us way more flavor of smoke, right? And as you can see here, I put some corking around here, high temperature corking, just to keep all the air out that I possibly can, right? And then also, we also have a nice mesh lining around, that goes around the barrel smoker, right? The lid. Okay. Now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this back together, and be right back. Guys, I'm going to start my coals outside of the cooker. You could very well do it on the inside too, right? Shouldn't be a problem. And then this goes right on top of here. That's our charcoals. And it sits inside the barrel cooker just like this. Now, guys, I'm going to reuse these. These have been sitting here for, I guess, a year. No, a year plus. So I'm going to just top it off with a little bit of fresh charcoal. You're supposed to fill this thing up all the way. And we'll be right back. Guys, I believe these are Kingsford Professional charcoals. They're supposed to burn, longer. But I'm going to top it off with some of this cowboy charcoal. Now, and guys, from what I remember, what I've done before, because I always started on one side and then it went that way. I'm gonna start it from the center today, right? I'm gonna start it from the center. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of these wood chunks in. It's mesquite. I'm gonna just stick them in here randomly. All right, guys, we made a little divot here, and as you can see, we put in on some fire starters, right? So in the middle here, once it gets started, I'll put a coal on top of here. But for right now, I have the wood away from where we're starting the fire because I want the coals to catch, right? And then by the time we come up the temp, we'll start getting smoke from the wood, right? We'll start getting smoke from the wood. So I'm gonna light this up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so our coals are started. We got a decent fire going. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down in the grill. I do have a hot glove, so I don't want to burn myself. All right, guys, so as you can see, if you can see down in there, we do have our lit coals, right? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna open up this all the way. We're gonna close our lid and we're gonna open this all the way, right? And then we're gonna see what temp we get this to come up to, right? We wanna hit the smoke. We wanna get to around between 200 and 250. So we're gonna shoot for 220. And once I think we're about there, we'll put our temperature probe in. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, as you can see, we're pumping out the smoke. It's a white smoke right now. We will hopefully get it a little bit clearer than that. All right, guys, so we're getting close to 200 now, right? And ice cream truck is out. You know, I live by the park, so guys, and I'm gonna put my grate in now with my thermometer. So I have my Weber thermometer, Weber Connect, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so our temperature's not hitting here. It's not hitting 200 just yet. But on our thermometer, we're at 220 and climbing. So what I'm gonna do, because don't forget our temperature probe is sitting up here, and this is down here a little bit lower. So I don't know why it's such a big difference, but hey, we're gonna go with the thermometer Weber Connect. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this down to a 1, right? And we'll see if we can level this off. I'm gonna leave the top one open all the way, and I'll close down, I'll adjust this one if I have to. Look at that, guys, we're still climbing. We're still climbing, right? Even though we closed this down. So we gotta give this at least 5 to 10 minutes. All right, guys, so let's move in. Let's take a quick look. All right, our smoke is calmed down a lot, right? Much cleaner smoke, not so heavy and thick anymore, right? Our temperature is starting to come down to like around 153 here, right? And I was looking at it hasn't moved. It's been stuck right there. So guys, this is where I'm gonna hold it. Guys, since I'm reintroducing myself back to this grill again, right? I'm not putting any food in here. I'm just gonna hold temps, right? Now I'm gonna hold this, let's say for the next hour or two. I'm gonna go play some video games, right? I'll hold this for the next hour or two and see what kind of temperature we got, right? Because on our Weber Connect, hold on. On our Weber Connect, right, we got a graph of how the temperature is going. So we'll know what we're doing, right? So I'll come back in about an hour, maybe 2, and then we'll see where we're at, what kind of temps this thing really holds. All right, and there's our smoke. All right, guys, so it's been a couple of hours, right? We just let it smoke along. We started at 2. I don't know if you could see that, right? We started at 2, and this is our graph. So we've been pretty much holding steady within 10, 15 degrees of 268, you know? So guys, I'm gonna take it outside. We'll take it outside real quick, right? You know, so we're operating at 268, right? Right, this is where we did. Now when we did hit 279, I did come out and close this down about halfway because I didn't want it to spike up and keep going up. Right, so now our coal should be expanding, expanding out. All right, so now we want to go ahead and raise the temperature because now we've just wrapped our meat. So I want to raise the temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to 3, right? I'm going to try to get this up to 320 or so we can cook our meat. And I'm just going to leave this closed the way it is. All right, guys, so we're just going to leave this halfway, right? Leave this halfway. We're already at 270 when we open this up to 3. So we're gonna give this 10 minutes and we're gonna try to settle it in right around 320, 350, 320 to 350. We're gonna be in that range. And we'll go with that for another hour. Then we'll shut the grill down and then we'll see how much coals we got left. All right, guys, and here's our smoke. That's what we got coming out. Right, it's pretty clean smoke. No big deal. All right, look at this, guys. We just went up to 330 after I just said that. We just got a gust of wind too, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but yeah. I'll be back in an hour. We'll see what our graph looks like. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour or so, I guess. I didn't really check, but look where we're at. It says we're barbecuing, and it's at 300 degrees on this temp, on the Smokey Joe's temp. On our Weber Connect, 344. Let's pull the app out real quick. All right, guys, so here's our app, right? We're at 321. I opened the grill up. I don't know if I was recording or not, but we had a quick drop because I opened the grill up, right? But we rocked right at around 340 something for about an hour or so. All right, guys, so now if we pulled our meat out, right, after we wrapped it, and now we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of a bark back on it. So let's open it up. Let's open this up and see what kind of coals we have left. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this grate off. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here's our coals, right? I'd say we probably got about a whole another hour or so that we could cook. And if we did slow cooking, it probably would last much longer. But guys, that's where we're at with the barrel smoker. I'm gonna shut this down. And guys, we just did a whole cook without cooking anything. So I re-familiarized myself with my barrel smoker. And guys, this is pretty much set it and forget it, right? So next thing I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna hang some ribs in here next weekend. Or maybe I'll cook a chuck roast. Yeah, a chuck roast tomorrow. I'm gonna cook a chuck roast tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice out. All right, so guys, that's it. Easy smeezy, and I'll see you guys later. Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every single day. Take a look at some of these other recipes, and let's get cooking.